Hi friends, it's Katie from I Like to Cut and Paste, and today we are doing July Junk Journal Challenge 2025, hosted by the lovely Leigh from Leigh's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland. And I usually have a paper, and I think because I got a whole bunch of stuff out, today's prompt is worn, W-O-R-N, which is really like kind of a distress wearing out kind of thing. And it kind of stumped me. Oh, look, here's the paper. It kind of stumped me. Oh, day 10. And I don't know why. And then I couldn't find paper that was worn. But then I finally started going through some stuff. Like that came printed that way. This is, looks like I tried to cut letters out. Oh, that's okay. So I got one of those sanding discs for my Tim Holtz tool. And this is one of my papers. And I wanted to show you. See, that's what the paper normally looks like. But you start doing this. And look, I've taken some of the color off. How cool is that? So I wanted to show y'all that because I don't know. Listen, I got a whole bunch of stuff out. I made this cool die cut, right, from Sizzix. I got people. I got some other kind of die cuts. I have like little papers. I still don't know exactly where this page is going, but I wanted to show y'all that before I inked it all up. Yeah, that's really cool. I don't think I've ever sandpapered paper quite like that. Let me see. I had thought. Yes. Hold on, friends. Hold on. I have these sanding blocks. These are kind of old. I also don't like to touch them. Sanding material kind of, I think we all have that one or two thing. Let's see. And I'm sure there's different grades. Yeah, it's taking it off. So if you've got like a sanding block, it doesn't have to be like my Tim Holtz sanding disc, whatever you've got. Oh, so sorry. This seems to be more controllable for me. I guess because I'm holding a wooden handle instead of the whole block. Oof. Sorry. Sorry, y'all, to see my sensory issues. All right, so moving right along, we will take, I have a whole bunch. I'm very pleased with how worn that is. Isn't that just so cool, y'all? So cool. But we can't stop there. We've got to decorate this page. So let's start with a little walnut stain. Yeah, I was like, well, that's basically distress, having a worn out, And then, okay, can I tell you a funny story? Here, let's back it out just a little bit. Let me tell you a funny story. So I'm filming this on Friday, July 11th for Monday. And usually in the afternoon when I come to my craft table to work on stuff, usually Leigh's already uploaded because she's in Australia. So if this was Thursday around, and I'm on the Eastern US, if she was putting a video, it would come across, say, like around 1 to 2 o'clock, right? Somewhere in there. So today's Friday, and I go on, and I'm like, well, I can't find Leigh's video. Where's Leigh's video? And then it occurs to me that Leigh has the day off because now it's Saturday. And so that's so funny. So, because I did want to see what her interpretation of worn was. So, that hence, like, I've got, like I said, all sorts of stuff. And then, thankfully, my brain was like, you ought to use the sandpaper. So, and if you buy sanding disc for this little tool, just know that it comes with more than one. I've got like a little bag of them. Let me see. Yes, I've got I've got 10. So I have 9 more in there. That's pretty cool. So, you know I'm going to use it. Use them up. All right. All right, that looks cool. And then I just put paper underneath to, oh, this is, ooh. So this is what's tough, right? Like, I could edge that out, but I'm not going to. I'm going to edge a different paper out. So let me see. I'm going to do a little bit of collaging. Like I said, I've got some pictures. Oh, I think. So this is like one of the original photo booths. And then they became bigger. So I think I'm going to choose this lady right here. He doesn't look too happy. He looks like, don't put me on that page. Don't do it. I'm not ready. And so this we can make look worn. I have a tool, of course, I can't find, that's like round. It's like a circle, and it's got a little triangle. And in that little triangle is like a little blade. But that's okay. I've also got scissors. So if you do this, be careful. This is your warning. And you just kind of do like that. And that makes it kind of worn, right? I knew I could do this. But then, the little doubting self was like, do you really know what worn means? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me collage some stuff. I've got some little bits here and there. And then I can always get out the crayons. Then if you kind of do it, sometimes it's okay to take out a corner. Yeah, so look, there it is. There she is. There's, you see it okay? Let's see this. I've even gotten out some last year Coupon June stuff. Just don't know. You don't know what's gonna create that spark. So let's distress her up. All right, so I'm gonna put this back on pause and work on this a little bit. I have to go soon, but I just wanted to jump on here real quick because that was exciting. You get that thought in your head. You're like, oh, I gotta go try it out right now. But I gotta go soon. So I'll see y'all very, very soon. The magic of editing. All right, my friends, I'm gonna add some of these Tim Holtz stamps. I've been wanting to add them, and let me tell you, I feel like I never have a chance, or then I forget about them. So I dug them out, and I chose those two. And I also put a little stamping on this. I think this is an old company called Great Impressions. Many, many moons ago, I was on a little design team for them. So I still have their stamps. I didn't get rid of them because I thought they were good. So I just kind of do like that. You can kind of see it. And I put some there. And then I was like, ooh, it's too dark. So what did I do? I got out the old sanding disc tool. Took off some of it and then put just regular ink on with this little guy. Because then it's too light. It's back and forth, my friends, back and forth, but that's okay. And so just like I think those are way too bright, let me see. Okay, I got out, my friends, the distress crayons, because that's a little glossy there. Not like glossy accents. So walnut stain. So we'll just kind of do a little bit like that there. Let me. So like I've got like a couple projects going on at the same time. You know how that is, friends. Oh. All right, I'm gonna move her. We're just gonna kind of do like that. And I wanted to use, what's this? That's antique linen. I wanted to use old paper also. Did we use old paper last time? I can't remember. just like to vary it up. You know, like I get where I use like the same colors all the time. And I'm gonna use this, there it is, this water brush to kind of help mix it. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. Not so bright. Right? Because really, the whole worn thing is kind of a distress situation. You know, we wore out this paper. And oh, let me see. We can also do this. Let's see. I use my thumb. That way I know it's coming out. That might be silly, but you can use it like this and then come in and apply it. Or put it some here, you know, if you think it's too bright. What color is this? Walnut stain. Of course, we're gonna cover this up kind of like that. Ooh, ooh, it's like somebody turned on the lights right here. You see? Right there. So we can go like that. And it just kind of goes into the background. Maybe I have too much water, I don't know. Then you can change out browns. Let's see, Scorched Timber. This one's my newest one, Scorched Timber, and it's just, like butter. We can even put a little bit here. Almost makes kind of a mud. I don't know about y'all, I'm not mad at that either. Yeah, so something like that. Spread this out a little bit. Spread this out a little bit. I don't want to cover the worn too much though. You know, that's kind of tough because we worked hard to get the worn. Do you want to put maybe a little bit of gray? So like I was saying, sometimes I get really kind of too into the browns. You know? Kind of just give it. There you go. And what's kind of cool, so this is rose paper. You know what I mean? Like, initially you would flip through and be like, oh, look at this beautiful paper. What are we going to put there? You know. Well, let's look. Ooh, look at that. Oh, y'all can't see. Hang on. Hang on, let me, there we go. Look, so that's brand new rose paper. That's worn rose paper. Oh, so good. So good. All right, I dropped my crayon. Because I can't seem to hold stuff. All right. So maybe a little bit more down here. And I want to, though, I don't want to get all doing this background here and then I'm just gonna cover it up. I mean, you can, obviously, I could, but I kind of want to put the base pieces in place and then get them all distressed at one time. All right, I'm just putting on pieces right now. Like, and we can change that. Let's change this. Guys, how'd I get all this stuff on my desk? And then, I don't know, have you ever seen one of these? So, I almost want to say it's We Are Memory Keepers, but I don't know, but they make, they used to make these, and you would do it onto your paper and make holes, and you could actually, like, sew and embroider whatever the design was. And then they've got this one that's supposed to just ink it, and I don't ever use it. And I really kind of want to use it, so I brought it out because I'm like, if I tell my friends I want to use it, then I'll use it because I've peer pressured myself. All right, so don't read this because I haven't read it. And, I don't even know what it says. But we're going to use this stamp. This is Tim Holtz. And we're got Scorched Timber. And we're just going to go like that. And then that way, it'll have something written on it. And like we're going to take another little piece of that. And let's use this side. I'll do that. That's fun, right? And then we're going to take our little tool here. I might go over this with crayon too, I think, because I don't know. Oh, you know what we got to do? If you've got the tool, I think Tonic makes them. It's so nice. But you can just take your scissors. Another use for scissors. And we'll do that. So those are already torn and I glued those down. All right. So it's kind of coming together, y'all see? Oh, the page is coming together. All right, so I put some frayed burlap on there too, and it kind of really darkened it just with the frayed burlap oxide. I'm just going in with Tombow. I don't know. I'm gonna smush this with my finger. Did I glue this one now? Because you just want the whole paper covered. You know, like that's gonna give you. Should I be using Mod Podge or something? Probably. Probably. I'm gonna say that's a wrong idea. All right, so then we'll put her like right here. And I'm okay. A lot of times when I collage, like I don't want this like roses, but I kind of like the roses. And like I said, I don't want to cover up that wornness. Let's see. Let's maybe. Y'all want to experiment? Let me show you. Let me show you what this is gonna look like. Oh, see, like stitches. So what if we did kind of like. What do we think? Oh, I think that's okay. Let's see. That's all right. Let's see. Well, let me look. This got a little flip, so we're gonna flip that and put it to the side so I don't hurt myself. Oh, what do you see here? Oh, you like that? I kind of like that. I think it gives it a little extra something. I put it here, but it's a little less so, but that's okay. So I'm gonna glue her down. I really feel like I need to put something clever as far as a quote on this. So I'm gonna put her right here. Oh, part of me thinks she needs something underneath her. We did all this stuff with like lace. And now I'm like, there's some lace. That looks, oh my goodness. Hello, brand new. Hello, brand new. We don't want brand new stuff. Let's see. Looking. I don't see any washi tape that would do the job right off. Oh, phooey. All right, hang on a second, y'all. Hang on. All right, so this is what's hanging out on my desk. I'm thinking this purple because I don't feel like, I feel like being a little lazy, friends. I hope that you're okay with that. I think if we put just a little purple here, that'll give her a little bit of color, and I don't have to go like try to do some kind of dyeing treatment, you know? Just not in the mood for that. So we can kind of go like this. Yeah. Now let's move her up. Oh, you know what? We gotta pull up Big Dog. Big Dog. Y'all know who that is, right? Mr. Fabric Tech here. Pull this out. All right, so does yours gum up like that? Mine does. Mine does. I had tried to put it in those piping. I'm just adding it to the back. The piping bottles, and I just didn't use it fast enough. I'm gonna make a little line down here. Put that to the side. And then we're just gonna, do y'all see? Tucking that in just a little bit. I kind of want to tuck it in some more. Hang on. Hang on, don't try. Don't try. There we go, like this. Oh, that's perfect. Just a peek. Just a peek. And maybe I can put a little crayon on it. I don't know. We're holding, we're holding. I do want to, you know, and like I said, I really want some kind of clever wording, but I'm not sure. I didn't plan for that. I didn't plan for wording. It's fun. I like seeing it. Like, people have some great quotes they're using. Oh, that's glue stuff. I'm like, I don't have any like great quotes. I got life is good. So we're just gonna add that. Yeah, that worked. Yeah. I'm liking it a lot. All right. So I do think, though, she's got to say something, don't you think, my friends? All right, let me pause this. Let me get some words, all right? And then I think we're about done. So hold on a second. Hold on. Please don't go. Okay, friends, I found it. Okay, look. I always have snarky, but this one's really my favorite. It's small talk, but these things are, this is a nice one. And I like snarky, but I would like this one a little bit more. And this one I chose. Happiness depends on ourselves. Oh. So we need a little distressing of it, but we need to, it's still wet. Maybe we put it up here. Let's try up here. I like it up there. Let's see. We've got this little note paper here. How did I not know this would lead to more choices? Thinking. Oh, I had pulled this paper out too because those numbers are worn. Oops. And then, I wanted to show y'all, my friends. I wanted to show y'all this. Oh, maybe we'll do it on one of these. This is printed transparency by a company called Hambly. Look at that. Look at what they used to sell us for scrapbooking stuff. This was 12 by 12 sheets. This is grandma's wallpaper. And I don't know what this was. Screen. Or just screen prints. Isn't that amazing? Does anybody sell that now? I don't think so. All right, let's see. Ooh, let's see. What if I'm gonna take this, and over here we're just gonna make it not so bright because it's so bright. Okay, still a little too bright. All right, and then what if all right, this has got to be the front, even though this side feels nice and smooth as the back side does. What if we do like this? We put a little sticker on it, just to test it out, And then, maybe down here. Okay. I'm doing it. I'm cutting it out, y'all. Cutting it out. I'm gonna have to use this again. This is really pretty. I'm trying to use all my pretty things, you know. I've hoarded, I guess. I was like, why? I don't know why. Oh, I like that, except it's all crooked. All right, like, whoop. And then let's see, where's our friend? I cut it pretty straight considering I don't cut straight all the time, my friends, even though I like to cut and paste. Here we go. All right, we're going to use glossy because this is an acetate situation, even though it's printed and fancy. All right, so we're going to do like that. And scoot it down a little bit. Yep. All right, so it looks like that. And then we're just gonna glue it. Happiness depends on ourselves. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Let me see. Let's zoom in. Do we like it right there? Sometimes I have to like prop it up. Make a decision. Down here. Down here. And then it is clear. So where the sticker is where we're going to put our glue. And then we're just going to kind of tuck it here as part of the, moving it over a little bit, making it part of this page. All right, and that's it, friends. Yay, thank you for joining me. I know this one was longer than normal, but I really wanted y'all to see the process, you know, with the crayons and stuff. So if you are new here, thank you. If you're returning, thank you. Thank you for the likes and the sweet comments. Appreciate you guys. And if you're able to and would like to see more fabulous content, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.